Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Just Whatever. I am playing Final Fantasy XIV. Last episode we did a lot of MSQ, and in this episode we're gonna go into even more MSQ! Wahey! Me and my bombs. I love these little buggers. This is one of the first mounts that I saw in the game where I was like, yeah, I want that. Evidence of your stolen dispatches would have been made faint in time, but mayhap some few scant traces yet remain to guide our steps. Oh, another cutscene. The trail leadeth north and to the east, unto the bosom of the Twelvewood. Are you certain? Aye, there is no mistake. Thither hath Y'shtola journeyed. And yet the Gridanians have reported no sightings. We must take this to mean she is still adrift. If it be so, I do fear for our friend. Contrary to its name, the live stream is more akin to a raging torrent. Linger over long in the midst of this maelstrom, and the ether that formeth one's soul shall surely be scattered. That is ne'er to be reformed. That's just a fucking Oriange thing. We have no time to waste, Oriange. Pray explore all possible options for reversing the effect of this forbidden magic. Lyn Totara, we three shall press on to Gridania and petition the Elder Seer's aid. It is said that the elementals perceive the livestream. If, as we suspect, Y'shtola is still adrift in the midst, they may be able to find her. But if we are to appeal to them for assistance, we must needs do so through their chosen, the Bajal. It is imperative, therefore, that we speak with Kanasena without delay. I have already requested an audience with the Elder Seer. She will receive us in the Lotus Stand presently. We need but speak with the Conjurer yonder to be admitted. The Elder Seer waits. Pray follow me. So. Be welcome, my friends, and speak freely. I gather your suit will admit no delay. It will not, my lady. Pray forgive the abrupt nature of our request, but it is a matter of life and death. I see. As you say, we must needs act swiftly if we are to free Y'shtola from the ungentle pull of the livestream. And as you have surmised, we cannot do this unaided. However,
in requesting the Elemental's assistance to find Y'shtola, you must needs be aware of one difficulty. A difficulty born of the fundamental difference between man and elemental.
That being...
In perceiving the world around him, man relies upon senses such as sight and sound. For the sake of convenience, he gives names to such things as are near or dear to him. Being formed of pure ether, however, such concepts are foreign to the elementals. Instead, they perceive by observing the ebb and flow of the energies of life. So profound a division cannot be bridged with simple discourse. The elementals' voices stir not the air, and thus reach not our ears, while our words are but wind to them. Though we seers can commune with them through feelings, naught that we can impart will serve to aid them in identifying Y'shtola. Nay, they must needs be presented with ether which is akin to hers. If you could but find a family member.
Oh! I know just the person! Y'shtola has a sister who came to live in Gridania. She told me about her once.
Oh, that is most fortunate indeed. Pray, seek this sister out then, and bring her to Evershade. There, we shall petition the Great One's aid in finding your lost companion.
Memory says your Y'shtola's sister is named Ymitra. Oh, you know her, do you? Well, then that ought to make things easier. Anyway, she spends most of her time around the Apocalo Falls, from what I recall. Let's look for her there. So yes, Ymitra is indeed the sister of Y'shtola. Basically like the summoner job quest person. Is Y'shtola's sister. Greetings, Sin. What brings you here today? Do you have companions? Lady Ymitra, it is an honor to meet you. My name is Alfino Levieur, and this is the Taru Taru. So you're my sister's comrades in the Science of the Seven Dawn. When I heard that your people were being pursued, I desperately sought to reach Y'shtola, but all mine efforts were to no avail. Now I know why. Forbidden spell, of all things. Which should be so reckless. But what's done is done. I thank you for bringing word to me. Needless to say, I should be glad to help. Though we were born of different mothers, our veins course with the same father's blood. I hope that this will be enough for the elementals. Come, let us make for Evershade at once. Oh.
Let us begin. Raya O, Arun, if you would. Hearken to me, O great ones. Pray give yourselves to the life stream, a drifting soul to find.
Please, Y'shtola. Please come back to us.
There. Now! A room has been readied at the roost. Pray, bear her thither at once. All that remains is to pray, my friends.
My microphone was muted. Yep. That... Yeah. That hasn't happened in a while, huh? Anyway, you could have read that dialogue yourself. I'm sorry. That was stupid. It's a good thing I noticed though, Jesus. Continue like the rest of this episode with that. Oof. Well, if it isn't Lynn, looking for some Hysatan, mayhap? Here to retrieve an order from Mistress Tatar, you say? You come at a good time. I finished it but moments ago. It was no small coup working it to her specifications, but I did it nonetheless. Payment has already been settled. However, did that girl come by chimerical hide anyway? You need either balls of steel or a bottomless coin purse, but it seemed to me she had neither. And then to the Conjurer's Guild. Greetings, then. I trust you have been well. Is there what you require of me? Ah, yes, Mrs. Otara's orders. As requested, it has been sanctified in the sight of the elementals. I know not what she intends for the staff, but it is a most singular artifact. Even one possessed of my experience would struggle to wield it. And then back to... What's her face? Yikes. Let's to the place. Ah, you're back. You have the items, I hope? A letter bag containing an item prepared, but a letter worker's guild, as per Totara's request, and the same for the Conjurer. Oh, it's precisely as I requested, a perfect match for the other pieces. Truly, Jiva is a master among masters, and the staff completes the surprise. Thank you so much, then. Can't wait to see what your sort of thinks of the surprise. Unless you wonder, she's doing very well, and the Conjurers have left her in her sister's care. Let's go and pay them a visit, shall we? Yes. As I drop something.
You stole her! I'm so glad you're back!
Tataru. You are safe. Thank the 12. Something has changed about you, Alphino. Or mayhap the change is with me. I seem to sense the ether around me more keenly than before.
I am pleased to see you well again. Do you feel strong enough to talk?
Worry not. I am well enough.
Tell us then, what befell you after you fled the feast? We were told that there had been a tunnel collapse.
That was my doing. I brought the tunnel down that you and Minfidia might escape. At the last moment, I invoked a teleportation magic, in hopes of spiriting Thancred away at least. Needless to say, it did not go quite as planned, and I found myself adrift in the life stream. The others? Where are they? Did they not escape?
They remain unaccounted for. You were the only one we have been able to find. I am truly sorry. It was the Crystal Braves who pursued you that day. My hubris that led to our undoing.
No apologies are necessary, Alphino. You are not to blame for what occurred. Know that were our comrades here, they would commend you for keeping the light of hope alive.
Don't worry. The others are alive and well, I'm sure of it. We just need to find them.
Indeed, Tataru. Let us find our friends and rebuild the Scions.
Ha! There is the Alphino I remember. And I feel much the better for his return. 'Tis time I arose.
That reminds me! I have a change of clothes for you! I don't like to boast, but I made them myself. I learned how to weave while we're in Ishgard, you see?
Man, I'm being a very unprofessional let's player right now. Forgot to remove the chat block too. Oh well.
Tataru has apprised me of all that took place in the aftermath of the assassination plot. It would seem I have been away for some while.
Yes, much and more happened during your absence. At present, we seek to follow the Archbishop to Azisla.
And you want for some manner of etheric ram to pierce the floating isle's protective barrier?
We do. Might you be able to furnish us with one?
A means to prise open a hole in an Alagan barrier. And one large enough to admit an airship, no less. Nay, I lack the knowledge to devise such a weapon. But I know of one who could. A leading figure in the field of etheric research, and one of the finest scholars ever to grace Sharlayan. Matoya, my former master.
In my youth, I had the honor of studying under Matoya in the field of etheric research. She was without rival. I have no doubt that her knowledge will be of aid to our cause. The question is, will she share it with us? My master has ever been willful, and the gods forbid anyone disagrees with her. When the Guardian Empire first marched upon Eorzea some 15 years ago, the denizens of Sharlayan were summoned back to the motherland. However, Matoya refused to join the exodus. To this day, she lives a hermit's life on the fringes of the abandoned city. So it is to the Dravanian hinterlands that we must go, to the place of my birth. Though Alizé and I were born in Sharlayan, our days there were short. We remained only until the Exodus, and I have not returned since. Oh, so it's not to be a homecoming then? As fine a reason as any to go to Sharlayan, and it would afford us the opportunity to pay my master a visit. I believe you have mistaken our primary objective here, Stola. At any rate, the journey will take us through largely unknown territory. Let us first return to Ishgard and make our preparations. Okay, I will be right back. I've returned. Back to Ishgard. Ishgard. Sharlayan is situated in the Dravanian hinterlands. To get there, we must strike west and traverse the breadth of the Dravanian forelands. Make no mistake, it will be a grueling journey. The party shall be comprised of Lyn, Y'shtola, and myself. Nataru, pray remain in Ishgard and continue the search for our missing friends. Yes, sir. First, let us make for Tailfeather. Ra-da-da. Okay. Hello. Long soak in a live stream followed by a long journey. I would not recommend it to anyone. But rest assured, my strength is returning to me, and I shall be back to my former self ere long. 58! I'm in pain. I will be right back again. You know, once I'm done leveling up again. Alright, after a little grind. Well, for, you know, the Heavensward jobs. It is now time for the level 58 job quests. And then after this I can go and stop recording for the day. I'm beginning to think I've been going about this the wrong way, Lynn. I've been trying to determine the whereabouts of Oathkeeper by retracing Solskjaer's steps, but honestly, how he came to pursue and die at the hands of Death's Embrace isn't nearly as important as the simple fact that he did. Death's Embrace has the sword. It's the only logical conclusion. So, if we find them, we find Oathkeeper. And even if I'm mistaken, we'd be doing the world a favor by bringing them to justice. I wouldn't presume to speak for Solskjaer, but I'd like to think that you'd agree, don't you? Yes, well, I suppose if we're going to find them, we had best start asking around. Though there is one thing which still troubles me. I think I need to speak with 100 Eyes. Rubber band. A moment of your time, if it please. You can stay, sure. So that's Solskjaer. You never told me, but how exactly did he die? Want me to paint you a bloody picture? He was murdered. I found him and I buried him. That's all you need to know. It's just that the other day I could have sworn that Forgive me, I don't know what I was thinking. Don't let me keep you from your labors. Let us resume our hunt for Death's Embrace. Death's Embrace, those bandits who used to raid caravans bound for Tailfeather. No one's seen neither hide nor hair of them recently. What do you ask? Well, Dons, eh? Maybe they ran back to warmer climes. Never understood Southrons myself. Queer folk prone to inexplicable and irrational behavior, like those buffoons who attempted to seize the protector of all things. Apparently, they snuck aboard some of the airships ferrying supplies to Camp Cloudtop. Of course, the knights drove them off. Last I heard, they had fled into the wilds, screaming Thal's balls this and swiving horse and that. Are you thinking what I'm thinking, Lynn? Admittedly, we've no reason to believe these men are the ones we seek, but we've been blessed with serendipity before. There's no harm in investigating, at least. Boo whip. Now I can fly here. The Eldons who tried to seize the Protector. Oh, I remember them. Baffling, really. Signed their own death warrants with their ill-conceived attack. You can be sure that House Hailnard won't allow them to leave these isles alive. Death's Embrace, eh? I suppose it's possible they're the bandit you seek. You're welcome to help us hunt them down, if you like. The boy too, yes. He can join my unit. Given your reputation, I think you're better suited to the van. I won't let you down. We gather at the Rose House. Come, let us delay no further. I'll see you there. May as well get a little chunk out of the map over here. Sorry, 2 chunks. Nice. Feels good. Glad to have you with us, Mr. Sadair. Whether we could speak at length. But the Eldons are aware of our plans and have already fled to the east. Remember that these are desperate, dangerous men. Advance with caution and await reinforcements if necessary. With me. Oh no! Anyway. A non-issue for my over-leveled paladin. My level 80 paladin. Yikes. But just you wait, I'll get even more overpowered. Manipulated gaze. Let's first go and use this. There we go. Well fought, Mr. Adair. Their leader was surely the toughest of the lot. Lady Leniat will be pleased to learn of our success. I shall inform her at once. Okay. What have we got there? Armed gear coming to the Sultan's Horn. Another piece, huh? Let me go and do... Okay, it's still disabled. Gallant gauntlets. Why would a member of Death's Embrace be carrying these? There's no way he could have possibly planned this. It's too elaborate. Nay, impossible. But what other explanation could there be? We should return to Falcon's Nest. Before we cornered the leader, we came across their camp. It was plain to see that they had fallen in hard times, hence why they resorted to common banditry to survive. But isn't it strange when you think about it? I mean, if they had Oathkeeper, why not simply sell it? Surely someone would have been willing to pay for it. I'm beginning to wonder if Solxiga succeeded in reclaiming the sword, or if Death's Embrace ever had it at all. And by the Fury, what to make of these pieces of armor? Just as I suspected, it fits perfectly. Whatever remnants of Death's Embrace there may be, we'll stay in hiding for some time, I should think. But should they dare to reveal themselves, we will finish what we started, as Solxiga intended. Okay. Bum, ba bum. Wahey! As we get Clemency. Which is a self-heal. Restores target's HP, or no, just a heal on anybody that you target. Restores... Well, a cure potency of 1000. Restores to self 50% of HP recovered to target if target is a party member. Huh. Is that a thing that you always have? Or is that something specific for later on? That seems to be a thing that has just changed at some point. Well, I'm not complaining. That's really good, actually. Wow, Jesus. Okay. That is just about it, though. Like, there's nothing else at level 50. Oh, wait. Okay, no. There is something at 58. So we get Clemency, and then we also get Chivalry, which now you can restore MP when using Riot Blade or Spirits Within. So, yeah. Now we can actually recover our MP, which is... At this point, Clemency would be the first spell that would use MP, because you wouldn't have Holy Spirit yet, because it's 64. So, there you go. Cool. I will be right back. Right, I am back. Warrior time. Ah, Lyn, I can see the power in your stride, and feel the inner beast raging within you. You will need such strength for your next trial is at hand. Waistcoat and my brother are here looking for more fighters to supplement the undermanned Maelstrom troops in a new operation, and they've asked for you by name. Seek them out if you wish to raise your axe once more against the beast tribes. Lyn, brother. The Maelstrom is once again in need of support, is it not? Pray tell us what it is they require. Very well. Now that everyone is here, scouts have reported increased activity among the kobolds. The 179th Order seems to be producing explosives day and night in preparation for an all-out assault. From all indications, they aim to attack this very camp. The Maelstrom's strategy is to intercept the bombs near Zelma's Run. Camp Bronze Lake is a haven for wounded soldiers, and its defense is one of our top priorities. If we had 2 legendary warriors by our side, our success would be all but assured. Zelma's Run is barely wide enough for 1 car to ride abreast. If I were to lose control, none would be able to escape the beast's wrath. On the contrary, brother, this battle will give you the chance to once again assert your dominance over the beast within. This is what you spoke of earlier, is it not? To tame the inner beast by devoting yourself to the defense of your allies? Brother, if my theory turns out to be true, then control is within our grasp. As long as Lyn is at your back, there's nothing to fear. Or not to fear. Will you run away again? You know that the path you wish to walk, the path of the warrior, does not lie down that road. Say no more, please. Leave me to my thoughts. Well, we've not much time for hesitation. Storm Captain awaits near Zelma's Run and will be departing shortly. Lyn, if you decide to join the fight, pray tell Curious Gorge. If anyone can rouse him from his slump, it's you. My apologies for causing worry, Lyn. My brother was right. It's up to me to walk the path of might. I know that, but still I cower before the beast within. But a true warrior faces his fears, axe in hand, right? Come on, Lyn. Remind me what it's like to scoff at my enemies' feeble blows. Awaken your inner beast and slap the fear out of me. Slash. Slap. Slap. God damn, what a blow! That's the stuff warriors are made of, Lyn. Thank you, I'll dominate the beast within, and our axes will stand indomitable against those bloody kobolds. Our enemies will feel the full force of my fury, and will not step one ilm into this camp. Come, Lyn, we mustn't keep the Storm Captain waiting. Lyn, that both you and Curious Gorge will be aiding us brings me comfort. Camp Bronze Lake could not ask for a more stalwart defense. Our strategy is to intercept the kobolds at 2 separate locations in Zelma's Run. We'll split into 2 groups, with 1 warrior protecting each one. Lyn will be dispatched to the eastern side. Nary a single kobold will make it through with your fury alongside us. Curious Gorge will be in charge of the western side defenses. I've seen you crush kobolds under your axe before. Today shall be no different. Once the 179th Order have run home with their tails between their legs, we will rendezvous to the north. May our axes strike true. Dismissed. God damn, I walked right into their ambush. Full gold man. Fell cleave, baby! That was way too bloody close. Good thing the kobolds didn't count on you showing up. Looks like the eastern side is cleared. Curious Gorge and the others may need our help. Hurry, Lyn. Then my apologies, but it seems the kobolds couldn't wait for you. My camp, Camp Bronze Lake is not to fear from the 179th Order anymore. Kyr's Gorge acts like a whirlwind, strewing the kobolds in every which direction. Its scourge carried us all the way through battle unharmed. Without these two warriors on our sides, I have no doubt... sorry, that's the other one. Whatever, it's the same voice. I have no doubt the kobolds would have overwhelmed us, so I'll be submitting a detailed report of your heroism to Wastecat and Maelstrom Command. You have all fought bravely today. Let us return home for a well-deserved rest. Then I can scarce remember the last time I fought as I did today. I swung my axe with abandon, but I was free from the inner beast's grasp. It was just as my brother said, by pouring my strength into the defense of my allies, the beast within was tamed. However, kobolds are hardly a true test of one's prowess. If the fight had been against a more worthy foe, or if the circumstances had been more dire. Although today's battle was heartening, it's too early to say I've subdued the beast, but I'll return to Camp Bronze Lake to rest. I cannot speak anymore. Let my brother know of our victory here. I'm flying around on my magical horse. It seems your victory was well earned. What of my brother? Was he able to fight without succumbing to his inner fury? Ah, so even with today's victory, he yet dreads the consequences were he to lose control. Still, it is only through the strength of his own will that he may dispel the fog of self-doubt. Unfortunately, the beast wives won't wait for Curious Gorge's epiphany. Storm Marshal Slaffersin has sent word that he requires a warrior's strength to aid in another Maelstrom defensive. As you already know, kobolds aren't the only nuisances we have to contend with. As the Hagen have taken advantage of the distraction caused by our focus on the kobolds to launch an offensive against the Tide Gates. With the bulk of Maelstrom forces tied up with the kobold threat, we can ill afford to send any men to defend the gate near Camp Skull Valley, leaving us wide open to the Sahagan's threat. Then, if the strength of a warrior were to see the people of Limsa Lominsa safely through the storm, then mayhap the glory of our ancestors would be restored, and all Eorzea would know of us as guardians instead of brutes. However, it saddens me to say that we cannot depend on my brother to be ready to shoulder such a weight. Then, when the time comes, he must needs be ready to take on this task alone. In the meantime, pray tell me of your battle at Selma's Run. Recall the ferocity with which you fought and lose yourself in the memories of your fight. As before your inner beast is roused and another technique of Eld is at your disposal, your progress is encouraging. Continue on this path, continue to challenge the limits of your mind and body, and victory in the battles to come is assured. Camprito. As we learn equilibrium. What does this do? It restores your own HP with a cure potency of 1,200. So, you know, like, it's ridiculous. Just raw intuition in combination with like equilibrium just suddenly makes you very resistant to dying. It's ridiculous. Anyway, my friends, that, however, is going to conclude this episode of just us playing Final Fantasy XIV. And next episode, we're going to go and continue with even more job quests. Goodbye.